Welcome to Movement and Function. I'm Beth Wagner, and today I'm going to show you some great movements you can do at home to help treat a herniated disc or a disc bulge in your cervical spine, up in your neck. Typically, symptoms of a herniated disc or a disc bulge in the neck include pain in the neck, and it can also include pain radiating up into the head as a headache, or pain running down into the arm all the way to the fingers. It might also include numbness, tingling, and weakness in any of those areas as well. So as you go through the rest of this video and you try performing these movements with me, be sure to keep in mind the location and severity of your symptoms. The goal is to move the symptoms up and away from the hand, the arm, shoulder, back into the neck. And if you have any symptoms in your head, we want to move those symptoms back down toward the neck as well. If your symptoms move farther away from your neck, it's not a good sign. If your symptoms are moving toward your neck, that is a good sign. Also, you want to see your symptoms decrease in intensity until they fully resolve. The first thing we want to do is work on posture. In essence, we want to avoid forward head posture, which is very commonly associated with the herniated disc, because forward head posture puts excessive force and strain through vertebra and discs in the neck and can contribute to injury, disc bulge. So let's do a quick postural correction starting at our base. Make sure your pelvis is midline, your hips not too far forward and not rolled back, right in the middle. You should have a little bit of an arch in your low back. Lift your chest, relax the shoulders down and back, and the final key thing is to do a little bit of a chin tuck. Bring your chin back so that your head is in line with your shoulders. From here, before we start the first exercise, take a quick note of the location and severity of your symptoms. Exercise number 1 is a chin tuck. Starting with tall posture, bring your chin back, even more than the posture correction that we just did. But it's still a very small movement. So you'll retract your chin and then release. Let's do a small chin tuck, pause, and release. Try 5 repetitions as long as your symptoms are not worsening in any location away from your neck. In other words, as long as pain isn't moving down your arm or up into your head. Keep going. If that decreased the severity of your symptoms and/or helped move the symptoms back up towards your neck, then we'll continue on to cervical extension. Start with a very small chin tuck and then extend your neck. So you're lifting your chin up, look up toward the ceiling, pause, and then come back down. Start with a small movement to test this out. If after the first repetition your symptoms felt better, moved up away from your arm towards your neck and decreased in intensity, keep going. Shoot for 5 repetitions. See if you can move a little farther into your range with each repetition. So you're moving up a little bit higher with each one. If you feel like this is hard to control the movement of your neck, if your head feels heavy, you can try using your hands behind your head to support it. If nothing is changing in your symptoms, it's okay to continue trying these movements, but definitely stop if the severity of your symptoms is increasing and/or moving down your arm or up into your head. All right, the next exercise is neck rotation. This could be very helpful if the chin tuck and the neck extension didn't feel so great for you and you're ready to try a different movement. I suggest starting this exercise with rotation toward the side that is sore. So if it's the left side of your neck that is bothersome, turn your head to the left side first and come back to the center. Keep going to that side for 5 repetitions. And again, monitor your symptoms the entire time. Then try rotation in the other direction. Now, if that worsens your symptoms, stop right away. So I know I'm giving you a lot of if-then statements, if your symptoms are better, if your symptoms are worse, etc. But that's really key with a disc bulge because not everybody responds the same way. But what is consistent is that the movements that help to move your symptoms up and out of the arm and back towards your neck or out of your head and towards your neck are the ones that will help heal the issues. So that's why it's so important to pay attention to your symptoms, listen to your body, and then perform the movements that fit that pattern. The last exercise is neck side bend. Starting with tall posture, little bit of a chin tuck. Tip your head over to the side, bringing your ear down toward your shoulder, not lifting your shoulder toward your ear. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Ear comes toward your shoulder on the side that's affected. So if the left side of my neck is painful, I'm going to tip my head to the left. Pause and come back up. If that makes your symptoms better, keep going. Work up to 5 repetitions. If it makes your symptoms worse, stop and try the other side. Now that exercise looks a lot like an upper trapezius stretch. However, the focus is different. For an upper trapezius stretch on the left, you would move your head to the right. However, oftentimes that aggravates bulged discs. So don't think of this as an upper trapezius stretch, and don't try to stretch out that upper trap on the affected side quite yet. You might benefit from an upper trapezius stretch down the road. But when you have an active disc bulge going on, it frequently aggravates it. So you don't want to do that right away. Try to perform these exercises every 1 to 2 hours. Frequent, consistent performance is really key to resolving the herniated disc. You'll find much longer lasting relief just by spending the minute or 2 required to do these exercises throughout the day. Continue doing them for at least 1 week before expecting any results. Typically, the results are incremental. Maybe pain moves from your hand up to your elbow, then to your shoulder, and then to your neck. And then finally, it will go away. Also, during the day, pay attention to what positions or movements might aggravate your condition. So if you're doing well with the exercises, but then you notice in between exercises it gets worse again, see what you're doing or how you're sitting or standing that might be affecting it, and try to adjust your posture or movement accordingly to stop the aggravation. Also, avoid lifting anything heavy. If your doctor has recommended a weight limit, stick to that. If not, 3 pounds is a good guideline. Lifting heavy things can put additional pressure in the neck and further aggravate or worsen the disc bulge. As your symptoms continue improving and fully go away, you may need to continue doing these exercises 1 to 2 times a day for maintenance. Think of it like brushing your teeth. It's just maintaining overall good health. Oftentimes, people will stop doing them and then the pain returns, and that can be very frustrating. Continue doing these 1 or 2 a day to prevent recurring pain. I hope you find these exercises helpful to get rid of your neck pain and to help you get back to doing the things you love to do every single day. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a wonderful day.